Welcome to the FEC Masterminds Podcast.
Let's get it.
The ultimate hub for family entertainment center owners and operators to share ideas, find solutions, and grow your facilities. Real operators, real stories. This is the FEC Masterminds Podcast.
Well, Erik, I'm ready for the ridicule on the brand new shirt. I've got Lilo and Stitch rocking out today.
I love
You're
it.
jealous.
I love it. You know, when you go into the studio, for those of you guys that are listening, you go into the studio, you click on the link, and you're just, if you're me, you're just excited about being able to sit down and talk to somebody new and this and that and the other and enjoy, your time of interviewing somebody. And it's a real pleasure. And but it's always kicked off by something. And Clint and I always have something that is just, I don't know what it is, but I got to tell you, man, the shirt thing,
I'm loving it. I've got another 5 to go, so we've got another 5 episodes before I have to buy another shirt. So
I'm gonna be so excited the next time I turn on my computer and see what the hell is he wearing now. And for those of you guys that don't know, the last one was the last one I saw was Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
I don't know what the one before that was Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. This is Lilo and Stitch. So
Lilo and Stitch, fantastic.
Yep.
It's great. I mean, you look stunning.
Thank you. You can watch this.
You definitely could be picked out of a crowd, because I'm telling you what, if somebody you're not incognito
it's usually the hat.
at all.
It's usually the hat that does that. But
I'm telling you that the hat's not going to do anything to accentuate that outfit, brother. You got it. You got it going on. You could pull it off, though. I got to tell you, a few people that I know could pull that off, and you pull it off pretty well. I mean,
I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
This Wednesday,
Did you get that from a Buc-ee's?
Okay, I should say. Hey, I'm going to say this Wednesday I leave to go to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, but it's actually going to be, when you're listening to this, I'll already be on my way back from Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. Which, Erik, I do have a spare room in the cabin.
If
you're interested in joining all of us down there. We got
a hell of an
hot
invite.
Tub pool, going to Dollywood on Friday.
I love it.
Going to some FECs, doing an escape room. Have you ever done an escape room?
I have done a couple of them. And you know what's great about escape rooms is when you're claustrophobic and you do them.
Oh my God.
It adds just a complete
well, it's not actually locked. You can walk out of the room at any time, right?
No.
It'd be somewhat illegal just to lock people in a room for an hour.
You're like, I can't deal with this. I'm melting down. No, I actually have done a couple of them with friends. We went down to a couple down at Baltimore. We did one in Ellicott City, and we did Escape This. I think that's up here in Frederick, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're very much. Everybody says, well, they're one and dones. They are something where you could get more if you get more experience doing them. They're just I'm a problem solver or a puzzle guy, so I love these kind of things. I'd be really excited to go and do a couple of escape rooms with you, my friend. Nothing would make me happier than being locked in a room with Clint with one of his funky ass shirts on.
So David from the Wilderness Resort is going. They just installed some escape rooms, so he invited us down there to check those out.
Man.
So he's part of our
brand new.
Yeah, and he's part of our FEC Masterminds group that we host once a month. So
those up. That's great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to heading down there and checking that out.
To be in the woods, see some bear. Maybe be able to pick up a shirt like that. I'm gonna have to pick up some shirts. That's all there is.
There's a Buc-ee's on the way.
I
did get the Jurassic Park one. Maybe we get the same one and we match.
I think that would be great.
Apple comes around and we'll just walk the floor in matching shirts.
Yeah, a friend of mine sent me this. I don't know if for those of you guys have seen this trend that's going around, but they're the big onesies with the big face thing and the great big lips, and
I love
that. That's what I'm going for. I'm gonna go NIAPA with that. Yeah, I think that's going to be fantastic. So so you're going to be doing Dollywood. You're going to be doing the escape rooms. You're going to be staying in a cabin in the woods. You got, what else? What else is going on? I mean, there's so much to do down there, man. I went down last year. We did what's it called? The Ranch in the Sky. Sky
there's
Ranch,
mountain coasters.
Yeah, the mountain coasters.
Goats
on the roof. Give me a break.
I love goats on the roof.
Goats on the roof. That's fantastic. And that mountain coaster on Goats on the Roof, it's like, that is a awesome, man. Get somebody to ride 2 up with you. Woof, man, you're flying.
Sherry hates mountain coasters because she doesn't like the stress of she likes the idea of controlling her own speed. She does not like the idea of a backup behind her of angry people going, go faster. So every time she goes on one, she doesn't want confrontation either, so I have to go up to the guy and be like, trust me, it's going to be for the benefit of you and all of your patrons if you just give 2 full lengths behind her, because otherwise you're just going to have pissed off people. Someone was going so slow, They're like, don't put on your brakes, and then that freaks her out even more. They're like, do not brake.
Just go. You're just fine. It's okay. Give her one with broken brakes. No, but you got Anarchista. You've got the big aquariums, everything that's down there in Pigeon Forge. Got great breakfast.
One of the scariest haunted houses I've ever been to is in Gatlinburg. It's right off the main drag. It's not the Ripley's one, but it's a standalone one. It is phenomenal. It's an actual house that was built specifically to hold this haunted house, and it is just ridiculous. I went there this spring with a friend of mine. And I said, the last time I went in this was 10 years ago. And I said, it was the scariest haunted house I've ever been in. Now I've got, all these haunted houses. I go all over the place. I'm pretty used to it by now. I went through it and I walked out saying, this is still the scariest haunted house I've ever been in. It was so good.
Well, you can enjoy that all you want. That's
Paula Dean's breakfast. Have you ever done Paula Dean's?
Oh, Paula Dean's.
My God.
Yeah,
the island. There's so many. Yeah, I mean,
and you've got all the great little places like you've got the wax museums, you've got Titanic, you've got all
dinner
of
theaters, Lumberjack, Hatfield
McCoy's, Dolly Stampede,
Dixie Stampede.
All those things, man. It's so
and
much
I love pulling into town. And when we're pulling into town, I say to the people who've never been, I'm like, okay, there's a pancake house I went to once when I was here. Keep your eye out for a pancake house. Because that's all. It's like the pancake house capital of the world. Everything ends in pancake house.
Yeah. The big log cabin type buildings. God.
Oh my God. So and they're like, oh, there's your pancake. No, wait. There's 2 pancake houses right next to each other. Maybe wait. There's one across the street over here too. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Just keep looking.
Well, there's one thing about Tennessee is they definitely like to eat. And they know how to, and you don't get, I can't remember there's the restaurant. There's a restaurant that's right at the base of the hill of the Ranch in the Sky. And I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize. We should probably be a little bit more prepared for these things. But anyhow, just shooting from my memory, which is a little bit cloudy. And there's a huge building it's all log construction. And when they brought food to you, when you say a dinner plate, I ordered breakfast. I'm a big breakfast guy. I love give me a breakfast, give me a real, like a man-sized breakfast. They brought me out a breakfast that made me feel like a dwarf that was eating at a regular, it was so big. I was like, this is the largest plate of food I've ever seen in my entire life. And I ate it all. I'd like to say that I proudly ate it all. I feel like I should have gotten a plaque or something because it was so much food. But the thing is, man, thank you, appreciate it. It literally was the biggest plate of breakfast food I've ever had in my life. But the nice thing about it is the food's good. It's great people. I would always go down to. I loved it. Do you know what? I got a little bit of story about Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So my family's from Knoxville. Okay, not Knoxville. It's Knoxville. I grew up going into Lenore City, and we would go down to Gatlinburg. When I was a kid, and I got to find pictures of this. God, I'm going to see if I can get you some pictures so that you can put these up. My grandmother would take us to Gatlinburg, and Gatlinburg was literally like one lane road going, in and out. There was nothing to it, and there was this big water slide that was on the side of the mountain. And when you go down there and you talk to locals about this water slide, because it was a concrete water slide and it was built into the hill, and so it's all like it's molded into the hill, and you're flying down and you're on one of these mats. We would come off, you inevitably, you're scooting. I mean, you're flying. You would come off of the mat and you just get strawberries right down your leg, right down the side of your calf, down the side of your arm. And it didn't matter. You were in chlorine waters burning. You'd get up, you'd run back up. There was no lift. You ran back up the hill to get back on the concrete slide and do it again. And I would love to know the name of that thing. It was awesome. And then the other thing that I did was go-karts. It was the first place that I think as a young kid, I was like 12 years old, that I ever drove a go-kart, and off of our farm. But they had like these, it was like a Honda Odyssey, and you drove out on the dirt. It wasn't even a concrete or asphalt go-kart track. You were driving on dirt out in the middle of nowhere. That's what Pigeon Forge was. I mean, there weren't any restaurants. There wasn't anything like that. So over the past, 40 years, that place is just absolutely exploded. It's just such a hot spot, but I have to try and find some of those old pictures. It's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to getting down there, especially with Noelle. She's never experienced it, so it'll be a good time. Coming up on today's show, we have Sarah from the Factory Gulf Shore. We're going to be talking a little bit about that facility and what they're doing with social media, because what they're doing right now is very unique, and I'm just absolutely loving it. But first, I want to chat a little bit about A&A Global, which is a vending redemption company. If you're looking to spruce up your redemption counter, if you're looking to do a whole new redemption counter, A&A Global is the place that you need to go. They got Derek, they got Brian, Cindy, all these great salespeople there, and they're ready to take care of you. They can do planograms now. They can do layouts of your cabinet, your counter, your store, whatever it is. They can do the layout for you, and they're going to be picking out some of the best prizes from their catalog to go into that store or wall. I worked with A&A Global for 2 years, and I had a chance to see firsthand how they are changing the industry when it comes to the redemption products that they're offering. They're firing up their plush line. I got some great plush that we use in our Claw Arcade at Planet Novak, and I know right now Adventure Park USA is almost 100% exclusive to A&A when it comes to the redemption counter. So definitely go check them out. It's at anaglobal.com, and if you need, just tell them Clint sent you over, and they'll get you all set up and ready to go. All right, this episode of the FEC Masterminds is presented by J&J Amusements. We've got Brian Hunn from Metropolis Resorts. You have an outdoor go-kart track that has J&J carts on it, right?
Yes, we do, and we've been running them now for several years. They've been great carts.
We had them at Funland of Fredericksburg when we had our first multi-level go-kart track in the state of Virginia, and Eric Stilemeyer up at Adventure Park USA just picked up a bunch of used J&J go-karts from the Castle Fun Center.
Yeah, we've been running J&J for years, and we decided that when we were going to do the same thing, so we buckled down and got 15 more carts from our friends up at Castle. So,
which means they also are running J&J carts. Everybody, if you're not running J&J carts, you need to start running J&J carts. That's the whole thing. Dan and Kevin and the crew over at J&J are absolutely amazing. Anytime, and it's not just go-karts that they sell. They sell electric go-karts, they sell gas go-karts, kids go-karts. They do batting cages as well. We had J&J batting cages at Funland, but they also do parts too. So even if you don't have a J&J go-kart, but you are having issues getting parts for your go-kart, you can always go to J&J Amusements, because they have a abundance of go-kart parts that they keep in stock for you as well. So whether it's go-kart parts or go-kart engines or go-karts themselves, check out J&J Amusements and chat with Dan or Kevin over there, and they're going to help you out. So in January of this past year, I had a chance to head down to Pensacola, Florida, which also happens to be very close to Alabama. And I got a chance to visit a location called the Factory Gulf Shores. And today, Sarah, the general manager of the Factory Gulf Shores, is joining us to chat a little bit about their facility. Sarah, how are you doing?
I am great, Clint. How are you?
I am doing very well. Now, Erik, you know what this means, right? Sarah is,
she's the first female speaker that we've had.
There were 13 episods.
13 episodes.
And not for a lack of trying.
Yeah, lucky number 13, Sarah. Yeah. Lucky you.
Love that.
Welcome to the 13th episode.
Oh, I love me some Taylor Swift too.
And it wasn't because she was the first person to say yes, because there were other girls out there who said yes. They just haven't gotten on. We haven't been able to work out the timing, but it worked out for Sarah, and I'm glad it did. I had a great visit when I was down there, and your facility really stood out to me on that visit. It was the first Novak Roadshow after departing A&A Global. So this was the first time I was kind of on my own doing a Novak Roadshow that didn't have like a corporate. I don't even know what you would want to say. I mean,
you were on your own. You were solo, man. I mean, it was like this weird kind of, you were in flux. So in a state of Clint Novak in a state of flux.
Yep. There you go.
Sarah, I'm sure that you really enjoyed the visit too, and probably got nothing but unbelievable information from Clint, which he probably stole from me. But that's okay.
It was great having Clint visit. When I first saw his email come through, I was like, is this fake? Like, is this spam? I get a lot of spam emails.
Wow.
And then the first question she had was, what is it that you do, Clint?
Oh, man. So this is the question, Sarah, in case you don't know this is the question of this show. There is no real theme except for we're all trying to figure out what Clint does.
I was able to do like a healthy stock of his social media and see he was legit. I loved his stuff, and I was like, absolutely, this would be great. And he came in and he gave some great pointers. I wrote a good things down after, and slowly I'm like still implementing everything, but it's getting there.
That's awesome. Well, let's start, first of all, talking about yourself. How did you get into the general manager role at the factory, and how did you get into the amusement industry in general?
So basically, this was actually my first job working at the factory. So like over the years, I like worked as a regular floor bouncer and everything, working in the trampoline room and the POS and all that. And I mean, in the last like decade, it's completely blown up and gotten bigger over the years. It's way different from when I first started, but just slowly climbed my way up the totem pole over the years. I left a few times to go try out some new jobs, always left on good terms, and always found my way back here somehow. I just feel a very special tie and connection and love for this place. So yeah, I started going to school for business back in 2023. I originally graduated from high school in 2021, and I went to school for one semester and decided it wasn't for me. I went on a lot of side quests. I went to cosmetology school. I became a student pilot. Nothing felt right. And then I came back to the factory, worked in an office position for a little bit, helped with some other businesses, and it made me motivated to go back to school. Fell in love with business. I just got my bachelor's degree in business administration a few months ago. I'm about to walk across the stage in a couple months, so I'm very excited for that.
So we have to rewind. This is one of those moments where you said something that I wasn't aware of. You were a student pilot?
Yes, I have a big aviation family. Both my parents met in the Navy as air traffic controllers. My dad works at the tower down here in Gulf Shores, and my mom does stuff for private jet companies. And my sister, she wants to be a flight nurse. And I tried it, and it was not for me at all.
So you were trying to fly planes, or what were you looking to do?
Yeah, so I was working at the airport as a CSR for a little bit, and I was like, why don't I try flying, because I'm not in school right now. My parents are very big about school and everything, so I gave it a shot. I was flying a gyrocopter for a little bit. It's kind of goofy. It's like
gyrocopters are awesome.
It's like a motor No, you're good. It's like a rotorcraft. It like takes off and lands like an airplane, but it looks and flies like a helicopter. It was so hard to fly. I did not enjoy it. I didn't last very long.
I'm obsessed with airplanes and all that stuff. I have a friend who's an air traffic controller who listens to this podcast because in his side gig, how we met was he's a route operator in the DC area, but he's also an air traffic controller, and so I had a chance to tour the DCA tower once, which was just for me a mind-blowing experience because I'm just mildly obsessed with the everything aircraft and flying and all that. So that was a bunch of fun.
Well, gyrocopters are unique. They are definitely unique, to say the least. I've been looking at buying one for a while now. So that's just hysterical, man, that you flew those.
I hope you fly that better than you did your drones.
There are trees out and around, and we're supposed to keep. There's some things you're supposed to keep private that you know about me, Clint, but that's all right. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think drone operations was part of it, but okay.
Flying it into the tree. Oh man, I hope you flew your gyrocopter better than I flew my aircraft days. Not so good. So you did a couple different jobs. You came back. You've left and come back. What continued to draw you back, and what do you enjoy about what you're doing now?
So basically, last year I was kind of out of a job for a little bit. I didn't know what I really wanted to do. I tried like a bunch of little random things to do down here at the beach, like beverage cart on the golf course or working for a water sports company on the beach. And I can't lie, I didn't last more than a day on each job. And so I heard that they were hiring for a general manager position here at the factory. And it definitely rang my bell because I'm in business school. It fits all the criteria. And like the best thing also being I have experience here. I know how everything kind of works and goes. And so I applied, I interviewed, some other people interviewed too. And thankfully it all worked out. Now we're here. I think my advantage was having experience working here over the years though too.
That is the biggest thing. You can't duplicate your experience. And so, when I became general manager of Funland, it was more because of my experience at that park than it was my background. I don't have a business degree, and I didn't get to, I didn't graduate from college with anything that would have helped me become a better general manager. But nonetheless, it was just that experience of being in the industry and a fan of the industry. And the little time I spent at Funland was able to give them a good glimpse as to what it would look like if I was running the park. So,
yeah, okay, yeah, nothing can prepare you. Like school, it's helpful, it's great, but this is like truly running a business is really a hands-on job and stuff you just learn over time for sure.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the factory. What do you guys have there, and what makes you guys unique from other FECs?
Yeah, so the factory we have here, again, I said it's grown a lot over the years. It originally started off with just the main court trampolines. So we have dodgeball courts, basketball, foam pits, airbags, ninja course, trick tramps. We have a little munchkin area for little kids too who don't want to get in the way of the big kids. And then we have our flight sim, which is really cool. It's like virtual roller coasters you get to ride. We also have batting cages. We have a whole arcade that has really also grown over the years, along with the redemption center for prizes and tickets. And then the climb area, which is personally my favorite, and I think the thing that really blew this facility up over the last several years. We're one of the only like indoor climb centers within like Baldwin County or like an hour radius from here. And then a new thing that we just got recently is Pub 6 opened up in the front of the factory, and they have the best food and drinks ever. It is so convenient having them next door. It's such a cool atmosphere. It is the best.
What is your relationship with them? You guys are in the same building, but you are not owned by the same person?
Correct. So they rent that space out from us. And the owners, they're super great. They have some businesses down here in Gulf Shores too, towards the beach, that do really awesome. They are such sweet, amazing people. It's family owned. That's another thing about the factory too. It's all family owned. It's not a big corporate thing or anything like that. So, yeah.
How many square feet is your facility? Do you know?
That is a phenomenal question. It's I don't know off the top of my head, but it is a huge facility. Like walking from the back to the front, you don't think it would take very long, but it's a trip.
Clint, do you think that's the same size as do you think that's like about a 50,000 square foot building?
Yeah, I would say so. It could be even bigger than that. It was a pretty big, deep building. But some of the things I would love to point out here, one, the garage doors going into the party rooms. I love this idea. It's been an idea that's been popping up a lot more in the last 5 years. But I just thought that was a fun, unique way to integrate their party rooms into the midway. They can shut the doors. It can be private. They can open it up, spill onto the midway. If it's a big party, the parents can be outside, the kids inside. So I really like that. And another thing you don't realize is how tall these climbing walls are. These things are massive. This is not your typical RCI clip and climb installation. These things are very tall. And the last thing I wanted to point out was this observation deck that overlooks the trampoline area, which again is somewhat unique for a trampoline park. Parents who are not participating in the jumping can go up there, hang out in some lounge chairs. They got some massage chairs up there. Just a nice general area, kind of a crow's nest view of the whole facility. So.
Oh, yes. Super cool. Observation deck's my personal favorite, too. If I need to go watch the workers and make sure they're doing their job, I just sneak up there. They can't see me, and I just watch them. But, yeah, it's a really cool spot. That's where the parents definitely hang out the most, for sure.
And so prior to is it Pub City? Is that what you said it is? PUB?
Pub 6.
Pub 6. Okay. So prior to Pub 6 coming into the facility, there wasn't food in your all's facility at this prior?
So it's been a lot of different things over the last decade since the factory opened, but basically it started off as a Pub 6, like all the signage was up and everything. And I wasn't here when it was open, but it didn't last very long and shut down. And then I think around 2019, right before COVID, another restaurant opened up in there. They kind of did more of like concession food, like cheese sticks, hot dogs, burgers. And when COVID hit, they unfortunately shut down. And then we kind of also would use that space as like stuff to like hold our inventory or make it a party room sometimes.
So this is at the front of this building?
Yes, that's the front of the building. So that's where Pub 6 is. And then on the other half of the building, that's our front of house lobby where we do all of our checking in customers and stuff like that in the office.
Gotcha. And so they've got phenomenal food in there now. So that's got to be a nice addition. So you find that it bleeds over into either causing people to stay longer, or how do you find that it that adds to the facility? And by not owning, it's kind of unique, isn't it, though, Clint, that it's that they don't actually own their own food service. So they're leasing it out.
I would say yes and no. There are definitely a lot of FECs who try and do their own food, and some succeed, and many do not, or never do it right, I would say. And then there's others who just say, you know what, this is I'm an FEC, I'm not a food person, and then they just let somebody else take over that entire part. So there's always some type of synergy, rent or something that is tying the two together. But the one thing I did really like too about Pub 6 is you could walk in and they would have a live feed. Sometimes, I guess, a live feed of what's going on in the factory. So, parents could also, if they're not in the crow's nest up there in the observation area, they can head over to Pub 6 and just relax over there while the kids are running around and having a good time.
Very cool.
Parents definitely love the bar over there and the drinks. I can't blame them at all. Their drinks are amazing. Their food's amazing. And that's one thing I feel like that contributes to this place that like adds to it and gives everyone an experience. For some people who may not want to jump or can't even jump, they can go over and hang out in the pub and have some fun over there themselves.
Erik, when's the last time you've been to a trampoline park?
Oh my Lord. I think probably 20 years ago when they first, Sky Zones first started coming into the area. 25 years ago.
I have a 10-year-old niece, and so yeah, I end up there more frequently than I would like to admit, and it's a lot of work. Jumping on a trampoline,
it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I'll be at the bar. I'll come and watch you jump. You guys can jump all you want. I'll be at the bar. Pub 6 sounds like my hangout.
This is probably one of those things I'm not supposed to tell people, but Erik, you don't drink, do you?
I would drink to watch you bounce. Hey, so I mean, I would say I have the occasional, especially when I know that after I've had to come down and offload video games, things like that. I'm really hot and sweaty, so an occasional.
That shocked me.
Cider.
Erik came and helped when we were unloading the retro video games a couple weeks ago. He answered my call. I was like, I need somebody who knows how to run a forklift, and he's like, I'm on my way.
Gotcha.
I drove 2.5 hours down. Unloaded those games in like record time. Like I don't think I've ever seen a forklift move that fast. I didn't know they could go that fast. Like he had it on like gear 6 the whole time. I don't know. And then afterwards we went to Silver Diner, which is his favorite restaurant, and he ordered a beer, which I'd never seen Erik do.
A beer had a hard cider. A little bit.
Oh,
different.
I'm sorry. They're big difference. Hard cider. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. So what's in the plans for the factory coming up, Sarah? Like, what do you guys have?
There's definitely a lot of fun things that we have ideas for and stuff like that. Right now, we're kind of just working on, obviously, one thing people don't see or think about a lot. They might be like, oh, you need to add this or do this. And I'm over here like, we need to get these trampolines replaced first. We need to make sure these climb belays are up to date and working. Safety is like our biggest thing here. A lot of people don't see how much work goes into safety maintenance and everything, but there are definitely some fun things that I do want to do. I came up with a pretty fun idea regarding a new party experience. I couldn't put it into the works this year, but end of this year, I would like to get the ball rolling on that and hopefully present it to everyone next year, possibly regarding glow birthday parties, which I think would be really cool because we have glow lights. So I'm trying to see if I can get something to work with that.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, we definitely know some people in our network who do some glow parties, top of the line. So definitely should.
Ed's got Ed is Ed's the king of that
machines.
Holy smokes! You definitely need to network with Ed because that guy is the master of the birthday party. Wow,
that would be so cool. Yeah, we have glow lights here that sometimes customers will ask us to turn off so they can jump in the dark in the glow lights. It's really cool. We can't always do it, unfortunately, because we'll have like little kids here and the parents want the lights on. Perfectly fine, makes perfect sense. But we turn them off for like teen night. Or lock-ins like them off a lot whenever people stay overnight in the trampoline park. So I think it could be a pretty cool addition to do like a glow night and offer birthday party packages for those nights.
What kind of competition do you guys have in the local area? Like what else do you have? Like a DMP? Do you have, is there Dave and Buster's? Is there main events? Who's your main competition?
So when it comes to like big corporations like Dave & Buster's and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff's like an hour away from here, Mobile or Pensacola. One thing I do appreciate about the like mayors and stuff down here, they really appreciate local businesses, family-owned businesses and stuff like that. But we do have some pretty good competition down here. We're all friends, of course, but we have OWA, which is a very big amusement park, and they have Tropic Falls with their indoor water park, and we have the track right down the road. They have go-karts, and there's lots of places to do putt-putt golf down here, traditional bowling alleys and stuff like that. But I feel like I can say there's nothing quite like us down here.
So you guys paint with a bigger brush? Is that what you're saying? Like you guys have a larger appeal because of the variety of things with the rock wall and the jumping and all the trampolines and the restaurant.
Yeah, there's just a lot to do all in one place, and also being indoor is pretty nice because a lot of the stuff down here is outdoor, and it can get like pretty hot in the summertime. So it's nice I get grumpy in the heat, so I like to be inside with AC. So that's always
sound like Clint.
I get it completely.
Yeah.
So
I love it hot, man. Turn up the heat. I'm good. You guys don't like the heat. That's so funny. So good.
Oh, I was just going to say, one of the things that I noticed since my visit down at the factory is you guys have really turned up your social media game. And one thing I love about what you guys are doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again and kind of go over some of the things that I've noticed, and then you can tell me whether I'm right or wrong here. But first of all, since about March or April, you guys started back up on your social media, doing a lot of reels, a lot of posting. You got 12,000 followers on Facebook, which is huge. Instagram 2,000, but your reels are doing really well. We're traction, and then on TikTok, you only have 2,000 followers, but you have videos that have 173,000 views. And again, all of these videos are pretty much shared across all three of the social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And one of the things I always tell people that's really important when it comes to social media, when you're doing it for your facility, is you can't just keep promoting what you're doing. It has to have a point. Okay. So like you can't just every Tuesday say, oh, it's $2 Tuesday, every Wednesday, half price games. That stuff is just going to get lost in the algorithm if you do that. What you want to do is you want to engage people in a fun way. You want to basically capitalize on trends that are out there by doing the trend yourself, or doing fun things on the videos that are going to make people want to watch the video. I'm going to show a couple examples of that. You guys have a video here that is doing really well. It's a POV of you guys doing the Stairway to Heaven.
Yes.
A very simple video, POV, walking all the way up to the top of the stairs and then jumping off. Something super simple, but this video and then boom, your logo. Video right now, 12,000 views on TikTok. I think it had like 4,000 views on Facebook. If I can find it, it was somewhere in here. No, I can't find it, but it's in there, and there it is, right there, 4,000 views there. I love this one here. How fast can they open the factory?
Yes, it's actually literally impossible to open the factory in less than a minute. We had to really cut a lot of stuff out that we would normally do, but the big thing of turning everything on, and the building's huge. I feel like this video really shows you how big the building actually is.
Well, and it also, there's a lot of owners out there that can very much relate to this video as to how you have to, like, when I worked at Funland, we had like 10 different breaker boxes spread throughout the whole building. And so you had to go and, the green ones you flipped on, the yellow ones you left alone, red ones should never be on, all these things, all these rules. And then you had 10 different breaker boxes that you had to go to. So I could definitely, I just thought this was a great video. And again, it's something that you have to do every day. So why not have fun with it? And you guys did 5,300 views there. If I could, 5,000, close to 6,000 views there. So this is what I love, is that you guys are having fun with the social media. You guys are doing stuff that's engaging your guests. I don't know what's going on here, but you had somebody sitting on top of a game, so it makes me want to click on it.
That's one of my favorite videos. Yeah, another one just like that today.
But that's the stuff that's really going to get people's attention and want them to participate with your social media. So with all of that said, I'm going to step away from what I've been saying and have you jump in. What made you guys all of a sudden, okay, we're going to start creating content again? So you're back out there creating content, and what gravitated to this style of content creating?
Okay, yeah. So basically, obviously, businesses, they need to get out there, they need to market, and we were making big expenses and stuff, putting it towards like coupon books and all those other kinds of things that they had to offer down here for getting your business name out there. And I just noticed a lot of it was a big waste, and it wasn't really bringing in anything. And nowadays, obviously, social media is like the best way to market anything. So yeah. So basically, I am chronically online, and I know we used to post some TikToks in the past. We weren't consistent at all. We used to post just graphics and photos for the most part, which are good on occasion and they do good every once in a while. But now I know, like, when I personally am scrolling through social media, Instagram, Facebook, I'm always watching reels. They're the most eye-catching. They just do best on social media. And I really wanted to do it. And I tried, I think at the beginning of the year, doing a few myself. And like I said, I don't have the time really to do it. And it's a lot of work and it's super hard. I feel like I didn't have the brain power. So actually, one time I was at Hot Air Balloon Fest for the factory. We had a little booth there. And one of our former workers and / like my friend too walked up, and I'm telling her about it. And she actually owns Shore Fizz in Gulf Shores. And they have absolutely knocked it out of the park with their social media. There's no other business down here that does it like them with social media. And I just told her, I was like, I just love what you do. It is so crazy. I want to do something very similar for the factory, get into reels and stuff. And her name is Emily. She owns Shore Fizz, her and her husband Walker. And she told me that she actually has her own social media marketing little company that she does herself. And you know, we had a little meeting, we got together, we talked about everything that I wanted, what she had to offer, and all the stars aligned, and I hired her on with the factory to help with that. So every couple weeks she comes in and we brainstorm together. We are the same person. Our minds work exactly alike. I tell her what I want to do and she just makes it come to life, basically.
It's incredible. If you're listening to this podcast, we've been watching all of the different TikTok videos that they have without audio, and they have such a great array of content. There's some people that you should immediately like and follow on your business pages. These guys are one of them. And I would suggest stealing all of their ideas and doing it yourself. So,
absolutely.
Planet Novak, do it there. Do these guys. There's some great stuff there that people can easily duplicate. So.
Oh, yes. That's another thing, too. I told her, I was like, it's okay to be trendy every once in a while and copy trends, but I also really want to be original. And me personally, I have like the sense of humor of a teenager. I love making the videos absolutely as funny as possible. And I really also like our crowd on social media. We try to cater more towards teens specifically. And I know it's doing great. Sorry, that was really loud. I know we want to cater more towards teens, and I know it's doing great because the teens will come in here and they'll be like, can we be in a TikTok? Can we film with you? Some of the workers, they're getting recognized when they're just out and about in town. Some like little kids will come up and be like, is Brody here? Is Caleb here? Is Sarah here? And they want to say hi. So it's really great. It's doing so good. Our TikTok has gained, I think, close to 1,200 new followers in the past couple months. So
yeah, it's crazy because that's the exact mentality I have with Planet Novak is we only have 5 employees and I want them all to be stars. Like I want people to be coming in saying I came in because Justin works here, and so yeah, that's what we're aiming towards. And the last couple of weeks we've been pretty quiet. It's been a lot of promoting the new arcade. Just because it's been trying to get that up and operational. But this week we just had a quick online meeting this morning about getting back into that content creating and having that fun with ourselves and the guests. So.
Oh, yes. And it's definitely fun, too, getting all the workers involved and hearing their ideas on what they want to do. They enjoy it because if it's a filming day, I'll handpick them. I'll be like, you come with us, and they get to get out of work for an hour technically and just have fun filming.
So who does all of this? So you hired a outside individual. It's a friend of yours. That's doing the editing, correct? Because I saw some of the edits and things like that are pretty interesting. A lot of the transitions and the confetti and the different all that kind of fun stuff. So you have a third party that's actually from outside the company that you're hiring that's coming in, and they're spending a couple hours a week inside your facility. You guys kind of brainstorm ideas, boom, then you go and film. And then she's producing, reels. How often are you guys putting up reels right now?
So we just recently upped our package with her, and we're now posting, I think, about 5 mixed photos, videos a week, along with interactive stories and story posts in general across all of our social media platforms.
Okay. And have you seen an ROI? Because you were talking about coupons and that you guys have done coupons in the past and you've done different things in the past, and you didn't really see a lot of us do that. You know, I've been in this industry for so long that we used to go and do door hangers. Like we would get a bunch of kids together and we go and put door hangers out, you know, in the communities. Because everybody loves door hangers, but, you know, and it's moved from advertising on, oh my God, we would advertise in 3 medium. It was like, you had the phone book, you had TV, you had radio, and newspaper, and that was it. And now we've got all of these different avenues that people are marketing in. What have you seen as far as an ROI for this? Have you seen something? Because you guys got, like Clint said, you just got started back up in this. Have you seen any type of an impact on this year over previous years?
Definitely. And I like to play a game with myself where I like to try and beat previous numbers from over the years. And we are doing absolutely insanely good this year, which makes me really happy. So in the past, like obviously we'd spend thousands of dollars to do all these different types of marketing through different businesses for coupons and all that. And then stopping that and starting the social media, one big thing, I mean, of course they still work, but we just weren't getting as many to where we feel like it was actually, we were profiting off of it. Mm-hmm. So one big thing that I like to do that I notice helps a lot is hiding jump passes, or even when I'm just out and about in town, like I'm at a restaurant and I'm talking to the server and she's like, oh yeah, I have some little kids. And I'm like, oh, like, have you ever been to the factory? And they're like, yeah, my kids love that place. And I'm like, here's some jump passes. People love that. And our 1 free hour jump passes, they do better than anything else. And you would think like, oh, you're giving away free jump time and stuff. Like, yes. But sometimes also it brings people into our building and they might want to buy a water bottle, or they want to buy a pair of socks, or they want to play in the arcade, go to the restaurant and do other things that may not be with that pass. So that's like one of the best things I've noticed for us to bring in customers.
And I think Ed was another person who is brilliant for this, because he gives out 1 hour jump passes like they're nothing. Like he goes to all of the schools, every school. So 10,000 1 hour jump passes out there are nothing, because what happens is he has a very great, that like his guest service people know that when they get a 1 hour jump pass, their job is to upsell them to something else. You know, oh, did you know we have rock climbing? Did you want to add rock climbing for $1 or $10? Or do you want to add a jump and play pass where you can play arcade games and do this? Or, you know, so it's like, it's all about, yes, you got them in with 1 free hour, but how do you get $10 out of them once they walk in? So
we totally always, we never pressure, we just ask, because the jump passes are valued at $13 a piece for that 1 hour. We always ask, do you want to upgrade to the 2 hour jump experience? It's $3 extra, or you can upgrade, you can use 2 free 1 hour jump passes for the jump and climb experience, and then it's just completely free. You just have to buy your shoe rental, stuff like that. But always ask, don't pressure. But majority of the time people do want to do that because it is such a great deal.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Another great deal we also have too is we have half price Wednesdays, which is definitely our busiest day of the week. All of our experience prices are half priced, and that brings in a lot of people, especially in the summertime.
So are you guys are you more of in a shopping? Go back to the Clint. Can you go back to the overhead? I was just curious as to you're on a main stretch of road, or is there a lot of traffic that goes past you? That's what I'm kind of.
So this is like we're located on County Road 6 in Gulf Shores. We're right across the street from the high school sportsplex, which is pretty cool. And for the most part on this road, it's just a bunch of little houses and neighborhoods and stuff like that. But it's a very high traffic road in Gulf Shores, surprisingly. So we get a lot of people coming in and out. Is
it a vacation destination, would you say?
Very. It's insane how much this town has grown and expanded over the last 15 years I've lived here. it's constantly just growing and booming, construction all the time. And I fear we can't keep up with making enough beach parking lots in the city. So many people wanting to come into town. It is like genuinely one of the busiest tourist attractions down here.
So you guys definitely see a spike in the summertime, like as far as participation.
For sure. And our biggest spikes are specifically rainy days, because everyone wants something to do and they can't go to the beach because it's storming. So they come here those days. We typically sell out completely of time slots. Wow. Also, rainy half-price Wednesdays are the craziest days. We have to really brace ourselves for those days.
That's excellent. Well, good.
Do you? Does that mean that you have a specific rain dance that you're able to do to summon?
I was going to say,
how clouds to come in?
All the workers, like a lot of our workers here, they're 14 to 16. This is their first job. It's a fun job for them, and we like to teach them. We like to give them the full first job experience to give them an idea of what it's going to be like when they get older and stuff like that. But they're still teenagers, and if they know it's going to rain, they're trying to get their shifts covered or swap shifts. They're dreading the day when they come in, but they do a phenomenal job on those busy days when we really need them to lock in and pay attention, because we're like lifeguards here. Basically, we don't do the actual life saving, but we have to make sure people are staying safe and not doing anything to get themselves hurt. And of course, if they do get hurt, taking the proper steps needed to making sure they're taken care of properly and all that.
What's your total capacity in the bouncing area, in the jumping area?
150.
150
kids. And then our climb capacity is about 40. So sometimes we might sell out of majority of the time we'll sell out of our jump and climb experience first, because we only have so many slots for the climb area, but we'll have a lot more jumping slots available throughout the day. And that one doesn't typically sell out as fast because it holds more.
How long has the facility been there, Sarah?
The factory down here opened up April of 2016. Mm-hmm. So a little over 10 years now.
Yeah, a little over 10 years.
Yeah, so this is actually the second factory location. The original factory is located in Gadsden, Alabama, and the owner, Beth Ann Mashburn, her grandfather built that facility up there, and he moved away, sold it. Over the years, new things opened up in there, closed down, and then one day they put it up for sale. The family wanted the building back. They put an offer in. The bank said it was too low. A couple of years go by. The bank came back, accepted their offer. They were like, what's something fun we can do for everyone up here? And they talked about a trampoline park. A lot of people said that wouldn't work there. It's a very small town, and there's nothing fun for the kids to do, not very much for the kids to do. So they went ahead, called Fun Spot. They created everything, built everything up from scratch, and it obviously did so good, they were able to put another location down here.
Very cool.
That's awesome. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for taking the time and stopping by the podcast and telling us your story and about the factory and your take on social media. So I think a lot of people are going to get something out of that, because that's probably one of the things a lot of owners and operators struggle with, is just how to attract people using social media. So, and that's a little glimpse into what they can do for. We've got a couple different facilities that are the bounce plexes that are doing the similar thing, where they're hanging it out or hiding, doing the like what Sarah's doing. Oh, we do.
She's going around and hiding that, and you guys do the same thing.
We're in a mall.
Hide them around the mall.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting way to get your eyes on your ads. Hey, we're hiding this, we're hiding that. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, we go back throughout the day when we hide stuff in the mall, and we re-hide it. So, here's a video of us hiding a play card underneath a mat here, and we'll go back, and if it's gone, we'll put another one there. So
that's smart. Okay, yeah, because we have a lot of kids who come in here and they'll see the TikTok, and the one kid will steal all the 5 jump passes that we hid.
Yeah, we usually only do one at a time, but we hide you see here. Oh, you know exactly where we are in the mall. We'll put it there, and then we'll just keep going back and refilling that throughout the day as people find it.
That is so awesome.
This is obviously us, but
yeah, it's fantastic, man.
and still nobody's beaten our tacos in the claw machine either. So
tacos in the claw machine.
The tacos in the claw machine.
Good stuff.
All right. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Sarah, thanks so much for joining us today. This has been a pleasure, and can't wait to get down there and see your facility and see what you guys are doing. I'll be at the bar. Clint and his niece will be in the bounce thing. And if you figure out what Clint does for a living, let everybody know, please. We appreciate that. But thanks so much for joining us. Always like the insight. Hopefully you'll be able to come back and tell us about how things are going for your birthday ideas for next year. And we can see if you're beating your numbers again.
Yes.
So thanks so much for joining us.
Thank y'all so much for having me. Yes, there's a lot more to come. I'm definitely still learning. So stay tuned because I got a lot planned this next year.
Yeah, I absolutely love what they're doing with the social media stuff, and it's like what I preach out there, they're doing, and I love to see that. So I don't know if I was an influence at all. She said maybe a little tidbit. I don't know. We'll see. But I love what they're doing, and definitely check them out on all of their social medias and see what they're doing. And like I said, copy it. If you see something that you think is funny, do the same thing with your staff and your location, and find other locations to follow. They're doing the same thing, and do the same thing. Just keep doing that, and you will get people visiting your channel, your social media channels, and engaging with you in a way that you haven't previously been able to engage with them. So it's very, very important. All right, that's it for the FEC Masterminds podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining along. Thank you so much to J&J Amusements and A&A Global for helping sponsor the Novak Roadshow and the podcast. My name is Clint.
My name's Erik.
And we'll see you guys on the next adventure live from Gatlinburg, Tennessee.